What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on OCGN ticker. And on today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news that might affect the price of this ticker. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should you expect from the price action. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this very point, and I've told you that we have more chances to go lower because we hit this resistance line. As you can see, it is confluence with the previous top right here, as you can see. And we break it to the upside with the pre-market session, and from this point we were up for about 15% to this highest point, and it was extremely risky to add your position right here because at the opening hours this asset fell down to this level for more than 35%, and it is a really huge volatility, and that's why I didn't recommend you to enter your long position right here at this very point, because right here you have more chances to lose your money than to have some profits with this ticker. And only very skilled traders can capitalize on this price action. And I don't think that there is a lot of these type of traders among my viewers, but nevertheless, I suggest you the best possible way to earn some money, and more importantly, I suggest you the most probable way not to lose your money. And this might be very useful for you. So, and I also told you that we might hit this support line, and we might hit even this line with the movement to the downside. And as you can see, it happened. It happened almost to the tick. We had this line as our support. We broke it to the downside, but didn't quite hit this previous support line. And from this point we went higher, and I've told you that we might hit before our next run, we might hit this level of support and even this level of support. So technically right here you could have a new position, new long position right here, and from this point you might be up to our current price for about 32%. And this asset is extremely volatile, and as you can see we have 35% to the downside, 32% to the upside. From this bottom we have more than 60% to the upside. This asset is extremely volatile. That's why you have to have a strict strategy in order to capitalize on these movements. And I will show you what should we expect next, but for now let's continue with the fundamentals of this company. First of all, let's start with the company profile. For those of you who don't know, Ocugen, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, focuses on the developing gene therapies to cure blindness diseases. But for now, their main catalyst is their strategic partnership with Bharat Biotech, Indian company, for the commercialization of Covaxin in the United States and Canadian markets. And let me remind you that this company is not the manufacturer itself. It is only partner of Indian company, and Ocugen will have only 45% of profits of selling the Covaxin on the territory of the US and Canada. That's why we don't have much fundamental data from this company. They don't have revenue. They have negative $380. They have obviously they have negative net income of $47.29 million. They have a decent cash position of $115.64 million. But with these sales, basically with the zero sales, the total market cap of $1.91 billion is extremely overvalued. That's why in the long-term perspective this company is not the best company where you can put your money in. So, and let's continue with latest news. We are on Seeking Alpha, and this article was published on October 26th, right after I made my previous video. So, it's titled Ocugen partner asked by WHO for further clarification on COVID-19 shot. And let me quote you just several bullets. Indian newspaper Hindustan Times tweeted that the World Health Organization has asked for further clarification for Bharat Biotech on its COVID-19 vaccine. The technical advisory group has asked for additional clarifications from Bharat Biotech for a final risk-benefit assessment of the vaccine, named Covaxin, India's NDTV reports. The panel is scheduled to meet on November the 3rd for a final assessment. So we have new deadline, November the 3rd, and you have to remember it. On top of that, The whole viral inactivated vaccine has received the regulatory authorization in India, and millions of vaccine recipients in the country awaits its WHO clearance for international travel. So, this clearance is not only for the international use of this vaccine, but more for the international travels of people who has this vaccine. So, and let's continue with this news. We are on OCGN Alpha, and this article was published on October 27th, and it's titled Ocugen shares jump 10% after FDA IND submission for late-stage Covaxin study. And this is the positive news for this vaccine, for this company. And right here we have, right after this news, we have this surge in price for more than 30%. And let me quote you these bullets. Ocugen has submitted an investigational new drug application with the US FDA to evaluate the COVID-19 vaccine candidate BBV-152, known as Covaxin, outside the United States. Shares up more than 10% pre-market. If the study is allowed to proceed, Ocugen's phase 3 immunobridging study will seek to enroll several hundred healthy adults in the United States. Subject will be randomized to receive either 2 doses of Covaxin or placebo, 28 days apart. The primary endpoint will compare blood-based samples taken from US participants who received Covaxin with the samples of the participants in the phase 3 efficacy trial conducted in India. Ocugen hopes to complete the study during H1 2022, and we have another deadline. It is H1 2022, and H1 2022 might end at the 31st of March, and we have more than 5 months to this deadline, potentially 5 months. And on top of that, right here we have the sentence, if the study is allowed to proceed, and we don't have the strict answer, will it proceed or not? And this is also a potential red flag for this company. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we have first deadline that will take place on November the 3rd, and it is right here. Let me mark it for you. And before this date, we will have some fluctuation in price, and definitely we might have a lower price action, and then we might have another spike of the price in order to achieve this November the 3rd. And depending on the news that we will have on this date, this news might be a catalyst, negative or positive catalyst for the price of this company. So what should you do if you want to try to catch the position with this ticker, and if you want to try to capitalize from this price action? In my opinion, you have to wait, and your next potential entry point also might be right here at around $9 price point, and from $9 to about $8 you should ladder your buys down, because this is the best point to accumulate your position before you can have some profits on this date. And that's why, in my opinion, you have to wait. And my main assumption that for the long term it is not the best company, especially at the price points of about $12. That's why you have to wait until we'll see some clarifications with their sales in the United States or Canada. And that's why it is the short-term momentum stock that is extremely volatile. This means extremely risky. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!